He reached for her hand, seeking solace in her touch, but something was different. Her hand felt cold, lifeless. Her eyes, once sparkling with love and warmth, now seemed distant, empty. A chill ran down his spine as a terrifying realization dawned upon him. The woman he loved was no longer emotionally present. The laughter they once shared now echoed with a hollow ring. The intimate conversations that had once filled their days with joy and meaning were replaced by an eerie silence. He felt a knot tightening in his chest, suffocating him with each passing moment. The woman he had built his world around was slipping away, leaving him grasping at the remnants of their shattered love story. The light in her eyes had dimmed, and in its place was a chilling emptiness that spoke volumes about the state of their relationship. Her detachment was palpable, a constant shadow hanging over him. She was physically present, yet emotionally miles away. Her laughter, once infectious and bright, now sounded forced and hollow. The sparkle in her eyes, once his guiding light, had been replaced by a dull, vacant stare. Gone were the days when she would hang on to his every word, her gaze filled with adoration and interest. Now she seemed distant and withdrawn, her mind preoccupied with thoughts he couldn't decipher. Her body language screamed disinterest, averted eyes, a forced smile, a lack of physical touch. Conversations, once effortless and full of life, became strained and awkward. He was living every man's nightmare, the slow, agonizing death of love. The realization that his love was unrequited hit him like a tidal wave, dragging him under an ocean of despair. Each day became an excruciating exercise in futility, a desperate attempt to salvage a love that was slipping through his fingers like grains of sand. The pain was relentless, a constant companion that cast a dark shadow over every aspect of his being. His mind raced with questions, each more torturous than the last. What had he done wrong? Where had their love gone? The self-doubt gnawed at his soul, eroding his confidence and leaving him feeling broken and unworthy of love. He found himself withdrawing from the world, seeking refuge in solitude. He was a ghost haunting his own life, a prisoner trapped in the ruins of his shattered heart. The world shrinks. When love fades, so does life's vibrancy. The vibrant colors of his world faded to a dull gray as the reality of his situation sunk in. The things he once enjoyed, his hobbies, his passions, his work, all seemed meaningless and trivial in the face of his overwhelming heartbreak. His work suffered, his concentration shattered by the constant ache in his heart. Deadlines were missed, meetings were forgotten, and his productivity plummeted. Simple tasks that once seemed effortless now felt insurmountable. He moved through his days with a heavy heart and a sense of detachment, like an automaton going through the motions of life without truly living. The joy had been drained from his existence, leaving behind an empty shell of the man he once was. The question, why, echoed endlessly in his mind, tormenting him with its persistence. Why had she changed? What had he done to deserve this pain? The search for answers became an obsession, consuming his every thought and driving him to the brink of madness. He replayed countless conversations in his head, dissecting every word, every inflection, every gesture, searching for clues to explain her withdrawal. Had he been too clingy, too demanding, too emotionally unavailable? The self-doubt gnawed at his soul, whispering venomous lies about his worthiness of love and affection. He tortured himself with memories of their happier times, comparing them to the cold, distant woman she had become. He clung to these memories like a lifeline, even as they threatened to drown him in a sea of regret and despair. He couldn't bear the thought of hearing her confirm his worst fears, of witnessing the finality of her indifference. Picking up the pieces, a journey toward healing. The journey from heartbreak to healing is a long and arduous one, fraught with setbacks and emotional landmines. It is a journey that requires immense courage, resilience, and a willingness to confront the pain rather than run from it. The first step towards healing is acknowledging the pain, allowing himself to grieve the loss of the relationship without judgment or self-reproach. Suppressing his emotions will only prolong the healing process, trapping him in a cycle of pain and denial. He must resist the urge to isolate himself, to disappear into a vortex of self-pity and despair. Reaching out to trusted friends and family members, sharing his pain and vulnerability will remind him that he is not alone. Rediscovering himself, reconnecting with his passions, and setting personal goals will give him a sense of purpose and direction, reminding him that there is more to life than romantic love.